So, Abhinav, for you, I've heard some stories. So it's a anecdotal thing. I don't know how many of you know. I also vaguely know that Abhinav was at Amazon with Sachin and Binny Bansal at the same time. Am I right?
Yeah, that's correct.
So while they were working at Amazon, so was he, and they overlapped. So could you share some interesting stories around that time?
Are you suggesting that they made too much money and I am here, like talking to you guys?
Maybe.
Yeah. No, so we did, and it was a great time actually at that point. Now it was a very small team in Amazon, about 20 odd people. I was part of this team called Amazon Payments, and maybe Amazon was setting up an office in India. It was early days, and it was while frugality is a core value at Amazon. These were the days when you could go for lunch, breakfast, or dinner to a Leela Palace and still not be penalized for it. Right, so those were the days. So very early days in Amazon India history. Amit Agrawal, who runs Amazon India, was our boss who's running this show. And Sachin, Vinny, I, and a bunch of other people, we were part of the same team. Actually, I can tell you one story, and this is a good story about Sachin. And this is we were trying to release a payments product, and this product was built on APIs. I mean, the APIs is for the other people, these are like programming interfaces which you push out and people will use. But anyway, long story short, we were trying to release a product, and the product had been delayed for a year already. Okay, so it wasn't like it was not going out fast anyway. And we had finally figured out a date.
That's a good story.
That's a good story. Wait for the good story. It has ups and downs, but that's a good story. So we had figured out a date, and just 2 weeks before the release, and this is we have really worked hard for it. We figured out that when you run these test cases, and I'm assuming you guys know, before any release there is a test case to be run, we would figure out that the system went black, or it will just shut down, and everything was an internal server error for some time. So there was no response to customer requests for an extended period of time. And we couldn't figure out the mystery of this for days. And then, basically Amit Agrawal, who's our boss, he said, we can't release the product because Amazon ships the code which is 99.999% available. So we can't release. And then, we had an argument that why can't we release it because we've been waiting for this a year and so. But eventually the thing was you have to fix this to release this. So there was a squad team and everything was formed, and we sat and nobody could figure out what's really happening. We had no clue what was happening because arbitrarily this thing we'll just see blackouts in the system. And then Sachin Bansal came one day, and he started in the morning, and we all sat basically with him, but we all went home because there was we had to go to the pub at the evening and do our stuff and all that. But he sat through the night. And he sat through the next morning, and in the afternoon, he figured out there was this system call which was happening in some part of the code. I don't know where it was. And he just commented that system. A system call is a call which goes through an operating system and can block the processing which is happening. He commented that line in millions of lines of code. He found that out, that line is, he commented. And then he ran the system after that in the next night. He's not slept. He ran the system, and then he messaged the team that it's fixed.
And how many hours straight was this?
This is probably 48 hours work, without fail, he's just being at it. And we were in the pub or something. We got this email okay, somebody has fixed it.
Yeah, you were drinking on his behalf.